Today I want to give you guys 5 tips on how you can get more opportunities, more gigs as a musician. Gigs, as people call it. Everybody wants to make money at what they love to do, right? I mean, I do. I actually do it. This is what I do for a living. I play guitar for a living. It's pretty incredible. If you want to get more opportunities, here's how to do it. Tip number 1. It's going to sound pretty simple, and that's because it is. Play. Play your instrument. Play it lots. Learn songs. Practice playing in time. If you're a better musician, you're going to get more gigs. People are going to want to play with you. It's pretty simple. It sounds simple, and it is simple. Tip number 1. Tip number 2 is going to be to broaden your music taste a little bit. Now, I know musicians are very passionate about the music they like, especially the music they like to play. I get it. But if you want to get the most gigs possible, you need to be able to play lots of different kinds of music. I play in a cover band on the regular called Duvet Cover Band. You get it? It's pretty good. Duvet because cover. So I play with Duvet pretty regularly, and if you looked at our set list, it would blow your mind. It's crazy. It spans generations. It has all different kinds of music, from pop to rock to funk to whatever. There's something for everybody. And that's why we play a lot, is because we play lots of different kinds of music that people enjoy. I also work with a lot of different country artists in my area. I play festivals and that sort of thing as a hired gun musician. And I didn't always love playing country music. I had to develop a taste for it. Now I really enjoy it, and I have more income and more gigs because of it. So that's tip number 2, broaden your music taste. Tip number 3, find other players to play with. Obviously, you can go up and play by yourself. Lots of people do solo acoustic acts, and I've even seen some people do some really cool stuff. Guitar players specifically with loop pedals and that sort of thing, and it's amazing to watch. But there is no better feeling than jamming with your buddies, having a good time, especially when you pull something off and line up with the other players in the band. It's like you're reading each other's minds. It's so cool. I encourage everybody to do it. So how do you go about finding other players when you don't necessarily have any other friends who are musicians? Well, what I started to do was to go out into my own community, go to different jam nights, go see other bands play, and just meet people. We're all friendly. Musicians are all cool, mostly. Just go up to other musicians during their breaks, strike up a conversation, say, hey, I'm a guitar player, bass player, whatever you do in this area. I'm looking for other people to play with. Would you guys want to get together and jam sometime? I can't tell you how many gigs I get just from being recommended by another player that I've played with, or a friend who's a musician, or somebody I've played with before. It all adds up. Word of mouth is key to getting more opportunities. So, tip number 3, find other players. Now, tip number 4 is pretty interesting, and it's something that you may be a little bit hesitant to do at first, but I promise you this is going to help you get more opportunities, and that is to use social media to your advantage. You should be posting videos of yourself playing online. You should be showing what you have to offer. You should be advertising that you're available for gig opportunities. You can also use social media to help you with tip number 3, finding other players. You can be looking up other musicians in your area that you can potentially do a gig with or collaborate with in some way. Either way, social media is here to stay, and while it's here, why not use it to your advantage? Last and certainly not least, this is one of the most important tips. So if you're going to take anything from this video, please do this. Tip number 5 is to be more hireable. Now that sounds a little strange, right? Be more hireable. Well, if I'm available and I'm a good musician, aren't I hireable? Yes, that does make you more hireable. However, there are some other things associated with that as well. Showing up to gigs and rehearsals on time. I would even say early, show up early, have your stuff set up, be ready, be prepared, know the material. These might seem obvious. However, I can't tell you how many times it's helped me land other opportunities. Be a good hang. Be somebody that's fun to be around. Nobody wants to play with somebody who has a bad ego or a bad attitude and is just not fun to be around. Know your gear and be able to get good sounds. Whether you're a guitar player, a bass player, a drummer, whatever instrument you play, you need to know your gear and be able to dial that stuff in. I have an entire playlist on my channel dedicated to helping you dial in your guitar gear, so definitely check that out. So those are my 5 tips on how to get more gigs and more opportunities as a musician. If you found any of them helpful, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I want to be able to help more musicians like you out there, so please, it really helps get these videos out to them. Last but not least, if you have any other tips that have helped you in the past get more opportunities, please leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Ba-bang!